Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Hello, Sparks fans. We are day 25, part 25, album 25. Estiti, drip, drip, drip. Oh, yeah. Um, I'm not really surprised where this one landed on my ranking. A tiny bit surprised, but not really. No, actually not really, because I think it did land exactly where it's supposed to land. Before we begin, just very briefly, I want to kind of sort of apologize for my last video of the Weird Al Dare to Be Stupid parody I was doing. It's not necessarily funny. I still got a couple of likes after a little while. For the first 11 views or so, I wasn't getting any likes, and I'm like, and I did watch it back, and I kind of cringed at myself. It's like, oh gosh, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? It sounded like a good idea. It was a good idea in my head, but then I looked at it back and I said, "Oh well, whatever. I'm going to keep it anyway. If it gets some likes, it gets some likes." But yeah, it made me cringe a little bit, and I kind of want to apologize for that. I want to try to find something funny before the year is over. Something funny that makes you guys laugh and that you guys will enjoy. That's my goal this before the year's over, to bring some good humor. And I want it to be positive and good humor. No sarcasm, no social commentary, just plain old fun, trying to make it funny, trying to be funny, you know. Yeah, I want to do that before the year's over. All right, let's get into the steady drip, drip, drip. Let's talk about the cover. And even when I was doing, it's so funny because yesterday when I was doing hippopotamus, right? I went and because I failed to show you the cover of Franz Ferdinand. Okay, I wanted to show you that I actually again failed to show you the cover, like the inside booklet. I should say of of a hippopotamus. So give me a second. I just want to I want to keep up to date because I do like the inside booklet of that too. There's some really cool, interesting pictures. I mean, it is mostly the lyrics, which I love that it has all the lyrics, all blue, all lyrics, 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 more lyrics, more lyrics, more lyrics, and you get to the and more lyrics, and then you get to the last page, which is that. So it's just basically lyrics, so you're not really missing anything. So just thought it was funny that I didn't get to show you that. And so I think that's the same with this one here. I love that it's a like showing before and after. It is cool. It's yeah, and just lyrics, lyrics, more lyrics, more lyrics, and then a picture at the end. Okay, so we're caught up on all that. Just had to do that too. All right, so I give this and you know what? I'm upping the score. I gave this a 9.5 in the cover department. No, I'm giving it a 10. I'm giving this a 10 too because they are great covers. Yeah, so that's a 10 out of 10 cover too. Yeah, this is a 10 out of 10 covers. Before the end of the month, I am going to be rating all the covers, even if I don't own the albums. You know, you can, what, if you're a Sparks fan, you know what the covers look like. So I'll be rating them and all that good stuff. But let's get into the main part now. We are going to talk about the numbers. So starting with and yeah, again, it's a little bit on the long side. Just maybe like a minute, not even a minute shorter than a hippopotamus. So it is a little bit long, but they do use their time well. I have my choices of what I think they should have cut to make it just a little shorter. You'll see as that comes along. And and as I go through this, there is a correction I do want to make for a scoring I did in an earlier album. All right, all that I give that a 9.5 because it is a banger of a opener. I First time I heard it though, it was out of context of the album, but you don't know where it's going to be placed in the album. I thought for sure that would have been a closing song, that it would have finished off the album, and I think that still is a perfect finisher song to close out the album for sure. And if I'm not mistaken, I do think that I I put that on my mixtape. Number one heaven, nothing. All yeah, it's all that. It's the second song on side B. I put Sparks in the Dark and then all that right there. So it is, of course, it's on the mixtape. That's why it gets a 9.5. I didn't even think of that. But yeah, I was like, wait a minute. I'm toast. 10. I love that. It's rocking. It's a fun song. I love I love the whole theme of this album. And a steady drip, drip, drip. That title being in, yeah, it's, I don't know. Is there a concept going on in this album? Tend to sense one, even though I can't pick out what it would be. But yeah, Lawnmower. I give that a 9.5. I love it. I love the video. I love the vibe of it. Again, the instrumentation is really cool. There's good stuff in it. It's catchy, even though it's a little bit repetitious. It's repetitious in a good way. Sainthood is not in your future. There's something I really do enjoy about that song a lot, so it gets a 10 out of 10. I can't tell you exactly why I love it, but just like I mean I love the whole like the way it started with the ding 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 and then the na 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 that's super catchy. And the after the first time I was a little put off with the sainthood's not in your future, but it so works for that song. It's so different and unique of a song. Come on, I've never ever heard anybody else do a song quite like that. It is unique in some ways. Um, Pacific Standard Time gets a 9, so it's the lowest score I've given so far, but still at a 9. Stravinsky's only hit, okay, I give it an 8. And having said that, I want to go back and say that the only time that I go really lower on an actual song that I am going to, when I do my overall rankings at the end, once everything is all tallied up and everything, and I do a special presentation for that, I am going to correct. I am going to correct Under the Table with Her. I am going to put that up to an 8. I feel it's very unfair of me. I listened to it again. It's not as bad as I thought it was. Again, these albums here, I haven't listened to them as often as the other ones. Okay, but yeah, but yeah, that deserves a higher score. I was a little bit too harsh on it. I do actually really like it a lot. A lot more than a 7.5. So this number here will be adjusted to accommodate. So once I do my final rankings, I will be fixing that. Just letting you know. Um, because I gave all of Igmar Bergman, nothing lower than an 8, right? Because I mean, the only part of Stravinsky's only hit that I don't like is that it's the verses of I think that's a little goofy. to me. I like silliness. I like the weird, okay? But that part, just that part gets a little too goofy for me. I'm getting more used to it now. It might even grow on me more as I keep listening to it because the other parts kind of make up for the lack of it, the goofiness, I should say, because then it goes into da 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 da. That's pretty good, and yeah, there's good parts in it, so I can't really give it anything lower than an eight. Left out in the cold, third 10, the third 10 that we get, because I really love it. And then the next song after, I guess, Left Out in the Cold with a closed side. If you're playing an LP, it would close the side, yeah, it would close the side one, and then you turn over the record, and then you'll be starting side two with self-effacing. I would imagine that would be the case. Uh, Yeah, selfie facing, I gave that a 10. Another 10. That's two tens in a row. So left out in the cold, selfie facing, 10 and a 10. One for the ages. I give that a 9. A solid, strong 9, but it's a 9. Onomatopoeia, that gets a 9. A solid 9. I can't fault that. I know I'm not holding up my sign, but you guys should know it by now. Just give it a refresher. I don't need to hold that up anymore. Um, iPhone. Now, I love the fact that this is the second time now that they've swore put that effing iPhone down and listen to me. I give the song a 10. I love the video. I love that electronic dang dong bang gong, bam, 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 bam. I know it's just genius. It's beautiful. I mean, there's a little bit, a tiny bit of repetition, but I love the message. I really loved. I guess I would love playing that in public and just and seeing people, when I see a lot of people on their iPhones or just before a concert plays, like somebody going and put your F and iPhone down and listen to me. The band should play that. Play play that at the beginning. Just even in a lot not even if they don't play it live, just play it. Just any band should be playing that song before they start their concert. If they don't like cell phones being in yeah, I think it's great. I love it. Existential threat. That gets a 9.5. It's a jamming song. I love it. Nothing travels faster than the speed of light. It's the longest title. It still didn't have the right room in there to write it all down, but it's not one of his super, super long titles. It's only like 8 words, but yeah. But it gets a 10. I do love it. There's six tens in here so far. Uh, Please don't F up my world. The third time now that they swore in a song, and not just that, but they put it in the title. And I'm not bleeping the title. I wrote it out as is, but I'm not going to say the word. Yeah. So now, where does that give the whole overall rating of the album? Right there. So the 9.428, and well deserving. It's up there. And how does that rank? It's somewhere above. Wow, above Kimono. It's above Kimono. You know, like how did that happen? Because it's a great album. I tell you, those three albums, the last three albums they did, okay, after their work with Franz Ferdinand, after probably feeling like, okay, we've learned from Franz Ferdinand, we got buried under Franz Ferdinand, but we're coming back and we're going to make a statement with the next three albums. We're going to show that age is nothing but a number, that you can still be top notch and at the height of your game, in your 70s. That just that's mind-boggling. Come on, think of it. It's mind-boggling. These guys are awesome. These guys are, a well-oiled machine of musical genius. So yeah, it gets above Kimono my house. But you'll see when I do my ultimate rankings. Okay, when I do my ultimate rankings, I will be putting a lot more. I mean, this is just these numbers. Okay, are more than a guide than an absolute rule. I'm still going to, at the end of it all, weigh in with my personal feelings, with a subjective, because that's what music is. That's the beauty of music. I can be a little bit more subjective and fudge these numbers. Not fudge these numbers, but actually show my true appreciation for what. I mean, yes. FFS could be up there in the top five. Again, like hippopotamus and a steady drip 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 could be in the top five to top seven for sure. You know, and the next one, girls who crying in their latte. Where is that going to land? I swear it's going to land in the top five to top seven for sure, for sure. Those the top 10 is going to be interesting, but it's those top five to seven that's going to be, yeah, and yeah, the top five, the top three, and so on, yeah. But we know what's going to stay in the top. I'll tell you right now, propaganda is going to stay on top. You know that because I do love that. It's just it's such a great album for me personally. Okay, so I think that is everything. There's nothing more I need to say. We've gone for almost 17 minutes. Okay, so again how much I love you all out there, and the same thing as always. Here's a little interesting note as I close here. Okay, I like to say if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. That will I greatly appreciate it and love you forever. But I want you to take notice of something that right down here, you see where the like button is. Did you see how just as I said that, it lit up? Because if you say thumbs up, okay, it's not going to shine because there's a couple of videos of mine where I said thumbs up and it doesn't shine. I don't personally give thumbs up to any of my videos. I probably should to add a little boost to all the algorithm and that, but I don't know why. I find it a little, I don't know. Well, tacky, maybe a tiny bit tacky to like your own videos. So I never do. I never do. I think I only did it on one video, and that was one of my comedy videos, just to be funny. All right. So, but you know how much I love you all out there. So please comment, hit that like, and everybody, as always, please be safe. Take care. I will see you on the flip side. And please, everybody, have a great day, evening, morning, night, afternoon, wherever you may be. Peace.